Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. I can't even say my own name right. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and crypto, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. Also, guys, make sure to go ahead and turn on your notifications for YouTube, because if you don't do that, you won't see what's up. 210K, guys. We are freaking exploding. So, I mean, where do we go from here, guys? I mean, things are exploding. Today, we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff. We're going to be talking about, are you too late to get into Bitcoin? Are you too late to get into cryptocurrency? Because I want you guys to understand, there is a tipping point. There will be a tipping point. We're going to talk about whether that is now or whether that is later. We're going to look at, are we at peak bull run euphoria right now? And that's what some people are saying. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at Ethereum as it crushed it, went up to $1,018. It was just at $772 yesterday. Okay, guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Also, guys, I don't have TJ in here with me tonight. I had to let TJ go. I'm just kidding. He's just not here tonight. Sorry, TJ. I'm not supposed to make that joke. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm here on a Sunday night. Let me tell you why. This is just an exciting day for me. I mean, guys, when it comes to cryptocurrency, look, I've been in Bitcoin since 2012. If you guys watch this channel, some people think that I'm worth $100 million, and that's not even close to reality, okay? Now, if I would have not sold all my initial Bitcoin that I bought back in 2012, I would be. I would be worth nine figures right now. But I didn't, and so I sold a lot of my Bitcoin early, and, I got really absorbed back in 2017 with Bitcoin after just kind of watching it. And I sold my Bitcoin at the end of 2013, made a few $1,000, and, when the price started going up in 2016, 2017, I was watching the price, and I was like, man, just kicking myself. So by the time the Bitcoin, bull run euphoria really hit around, 2017, I wasn't as in the know about the inner workings of crypto and the inner workings of Bitcoin bull run cycles, and we'll look at some of that today too. But I just remember, in 2017, getting similar feelings to I have right now. It's gonna go up forever. That's what it feels. But I'm at least smart enough now and objective enough to look at it and know that that's not the case. So that's why I keep warning you guys about these pullbacks. And when we look, at Ethereum and what it did today, topping out at 1019, somewhere around there. When you look at what's happened now, it dropped all the way back down to 952. Guys, these are the violent shakeouts in cryptocurrency you have to be familiar with. You have to understand that these things are coming, okay? We are going to, at some point, have a huge retracement. But why is it right now that it feels like we're not getting retracements? Well, here's something very interesting. Now, in a lot of my analysis of Bitcoin, we've been looking at 2016 to the 2017 cycle and, seeing that one firsthand, being, knee deep in the whole thing. And, of course, going through the whole bear market, really looking at what, looking at what that looked like compared to what we're looking at now. That's something that's been a heavy focus of mine, okay? But let me make sure it's all on the screen. But here's the thing, guys. This is a 2013 chart, and this is a really interesting chart. Now, I actually bought Bitcoin about right here. Let's see, where was the price? It was about $12 when I bought it. So somewhere about right here is when I bought Bitcoin, somewhere in between there and there. These are the weekly charts, okay, the first time. And I sold it in November of 2013. So I sold it, way over here on this run right here. So this is about when I sold it, when it started really going up. But here's the thing. This move right here, let me get my, we're not doing a ton of charting on the channel. We're going to be doing a little bit more, but this move right here, okay? Well, that was too big. That was too big, guys. This is really what I'm looking at right here, okay? Because this doesn't look like a huge move, okay? It really doesn't when you look. But this was very uncharacteristic of the next cycles that we saw, the next cycle that we saw, which is over here, the price of, and I'm sorry about, if I miss super chats or whatever. I don't know if anybody's sending them, maybe you're not. But guys, I'm just really, I can't, I got to stay focused on what we're talking about. I not read the chat. Just want to let you guys know that. So when TJ's here, we're reading all the chats. Also, guys, starting tomorrow morning, we're going to be live streaming Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. EST. So you guys can look on with that. And if you guys want to hold super chats till tomorrow or whatever, that may be the case. But like today's just exciting, guys. This is validation. Okay, this is validation for me over the last years of putting in this hard work and telling people we were coming here. And this is just getting started, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. But this right here is something that Da Vinci J15, who, by the way, there's a trending video of his going on there's a trending video on YouTube of his right now from 2013 where he was like, I think it can go up to $1, I think at the beginning of 2013 or something like that. So crazy. But when you really start to break this down, and this is the weekly chart, this was like you can't see it. Hold on. This was like a precursor to the bull run. This was not the bull run, guys. This was the precursor. Okay. This was the run up in the beginning, and then it went down considerably. And then over here, this is what we actually consider to be the bull run of 2013. I mean, you can see the crazy movement there. But, this is called hyper Bitcoinization. It's like a preamble to the real parabolic movement. It's like, it's like the pregame right here. That's where we're at. And basically what he was making this argument that, there was a lot of things going on during that time that just made the price of Bitcoin go without stopping. Like it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 weeks of green. 13 weeks of green. Where are we at right now if I check the weekly chart? Let me see how many weeks in a row. I mean, I don't think we are, actually. I think we had a red one in there somewhere. It's Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, guys, we've had a few red ones. I mean, when we really look at the chart, we're going to talk about some Bybit trading here in a second, too. With some longs and shorts and what I'm doing right now. But right now we've only had 1, 2, 3 in a row. We had some red ones mixed in, but these are huge moves here. So when you really kind of look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kind of a scary number there. But when you come back here and look, this is just uncharacteristic to get this much rising action this early in the bull market. So to kind of look similarly to 2013 is very interesting because when you really come over here and you start looking at what happened, and guys, let's put this in perspective, okay? Let's put this in perspective. Let me show you how crazy this move was. It doesn't look that crazy. Let's show you. Let's go to the first one. God, get out of my face. Okay. This was a 1,439% move. 1,439% preamble to the bull run in 2013. When you compare that to the actual bull run or to the actual parabolic move in 2013, it's going to be less actually, which is pretty interesting. The numbers are going to be bigger, but when you look, it's only 843% that it went up. So just some pretty interesting stuff for historical perspective for you guys that are like, oh, we're at the top. Because here's the thing, guys. Is it too late to get in? Absolutely not. But this is what I want you to remember, okay? Is it too late for you to get in? No, okay? But if we are truly over here, okay? If we're truly over here and we're going through a period of hyper-Bitcoinization, okay? Then you have to be willing to go through this, okay? We could go through that. I mean, we could go through, we're not going to go through that many months of downward action, but will we kind of be punished in the middle term of this bull run because of how high the price spiked? I don't know. We'll just have to see. We have so many things going on outside of cryptocurrency right now, the pandemic and things like that. So I personally do not think it is too late, but there will be a tipping point where it will be too late for you to get into Bitcoin. Absolutely. No question about it. There will be a time. When is that time going to be? It's hard to say. But when you really look at, sorry, I'm going to try to pull up, see if I can probably pull up this here. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. It's not too late. I believe that Ethereum is going to $5,000 minimum. My personal pick is $9,000. I believe Bitcoin is going to $225,000 or more. So it's not too late. But you guys are saying, like, where's the tipping point for when it's almost riskier to get in than just say you missed it, okay? Because, like, if you get in, guys, you got to understand how fear and greed work in this industry. I mean, it's so crazy. Let's see. Greed, fear, index. Let's see what that's at right now. Here's the fear and greed index. Also, guys, smash up the likes if you guys could. I don't say that enough because, I mean, I'm not pretentious. But listen, I like it when you subscribe to me. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that. But here's what's so interesting. I mean, look at this fear and greed index. Is this for Bitcoin? No, that's for the stock market. That's for the stock market. That's for losers, okay? That's for losers. Okay, that's for rich people already. We ain't got none of that. Let's check out the fear and greed index for Bitcoin. It's got to be like 95, I would think. Is this it? Yeah, 94. Yeah, look, I was pretty close. I called it. And when this is this high, it's not to 99 yet, but when it's this high, the thing is tomorrow I know that my bank specifically sent out a blast email to everybody that banks with the bank that I bank with saying that stimulus money would be coming tomorrow in the account. So because of that, like, I got to think that, you know, some people are going to be putting that in. Let's see, Bitcoin to, there's a website. Or is it a Twitter? Maybe it's Twitter. Bitcoin to stimulus, Twitter. Okay. $1,200 stimulus is now worth, this is a Twitter account. It's now worth, that's the $600. That's the recent one. But the $1,200 stimulus, if you got $1,200 from this last stimulus airdrop, you're up 371% if you put it in Bitcoin. You are actually at 5,650, which is absolutely insane to think that people could make that much money off of their stimulus. Now, if you are a family of 5 and you got $6,000 and you put it in, well, do that math, okay? You're making basically $4,400 times 5. I mean, you've made $22,000 about. So I think that math's pretty dead on. I'm just saying, that was quick. Okay. They don't call me smart for nothing. I don't know who calls me that. So anyways, guys, that's what's happening with the stimulus. And I think tomorrow that, you know, that's going to hit a lot of people. And you know, unfortunately, and this is just kind of the sad reality of it, is we are probably going to get a price drop after this next stimulus pump. That is why I am considering some longs right now. But when you see this at 94 and you see people right now talking about getting in with the stimulus money, you know, probably people that need that money the most are probably going to, it's just retail investors. Like, it's just like anything. That's why you guys have to watch this channel. You have to subscribe to this channel. You have to use your brains. You have to use your brains, okay? You cannot just throw money in anywhere you want to throw money in and make money. It's much harder than that, okay? There will be a time in crypto, and it is very soon, where it is almost impossible to lose until you lose. And then when you lose, it's going to be really bad. So you got to pay attention. People that are not watching this channel, people that are just hearing the Bitcoin mania, and they go take their, let me tell you how this is going to play out. Somebody's going to get $600. They're going to hear their friends are making tons of money in Bitcoin, or people they know. They're not going to want to study it. They're not going to want to learn. You know, hopefully through watching this channel, I can give you guys some shortcuts and all my years of experience in this. But what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to take that $600. They're going to want to put it in Bitcoin, or maybe someone talks them into Ethereum, or, you know, if you're from TikTok, Dogecoin. I mean, the TikTok people love Dogecoin. It's crazy. But what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to put that money in there, and then let me tell you what's going to happen, okay? What's going to happen is we're going to get this correction. You know, like if you go back and look at 2000 and, oh God, I hate when I do that. I need to learn the shortcuts on here. When you go back to 2017, you see this. Okay, these people are going to be putting the money in somewhere around here, and then they're going to get this, okay? Or they're going to put it in here, and then they're going to get this, okay? Or here, and then they're going to get this. And what do you think? What do you think these people are going to do when that happens? They're going to freak out. God, I hate that. they're going to freak out and they're going to pull their money out and they're going to lose. They're going to lose their trade. I want you guys to understand this. Only people who have bought since the price was $34,000 last night. Those are literally the only people in the history of Bitcoin who have lost money with Bitcoin. Now, you might have been hacked. You might have had your money, you might have lost it. You might have given it to a scammer, which is happening a lot. Guys, remember, I will never message any of you. Any of you. None of you. I will never contact you first. There's so many scammers out there impersonating me. A lot of people on Facebook now. Facebook's the honey hole for scamming right now that I'm seeing. YouTube, all in the comments. You guys know. Look, guys, I just ain't going to message you. Like, I love you, but I just ain't going to message you out of the blue and be like, invest with me. I don't do that. Nobody invests with me. Literally no one. That's it. I invest for myself. I don't invest for other people. I want to educate you guys on how to do it, so be careful about scammers. But these retail investors are going to come in, they're going to buy at these tops, and they're going to sell on these bottoms. And they're going to feel like, oh, well, it's just too good to be true. Like, I had this money, and now I don't have it anymore, and, it's very unfortunate, and blah, 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 blah. And they're going to lose. That's when you got to listen. That's when you have to use your brains, okay? You have to either be one of two people. You have to have the balls of steel. Let's just call them what they are. To where you put the money in and you say, you know what? Ultimately, I understand that we are, I'm getting too fancy with my drawing here, but I'm feeling real good about it. Okay. I understand that if I buy in right here, okay, I understand that ultimately we're going here. So I'm not worried about any of this. I'm not worried about price drops. And that's cool. That's a great way to be. That's been a very successful way for investing. Okay? Or you can be like this. You can say, oh gosh, it feels like right now we're at a peak. Okay? Right. That's my one thing I hate about this. Feels like right now we're at a peak. So let's just say that you're right here. Let's change that color. Okay? Let's say we're right here in a cycle, okay? And you say, oh, well, I feel like we're way up. Then you just don't do anything and you wait for this move, and then you get in here. Those are the only two types of successful investors, okay? That's it. You hodl through it, or you wait until the dip. You wait until we have a dramatic pullback, because I'm telling you guys, we are going to have a dramatic pullback at some point. And I would really like to maybe spend some time thinking about or doing some numbers to kind of look at, like, okay, it's like I had a lot of people, and I even, kind of advised some people that asked me, you guys know my opinion on it. I thought when we hit 30K, we were going to drop down, right? There's people more bullish than me, and that's crazy. Like, think about that. There are people out there that are more bullish than me. Think about that. It's smart people, too. And I advise some people, like, hey, when it hits 30K, like, we might get a pullback. So, like, if you're going to put a lot of money in, you might want to wait. But I also told those same people, hey, if you can be this guy that has the balls of steel and just invest, you're going to make money. If you can just tough through that, you're going to make money. And I mean, I understand, like, for newer people coming in, because obviously we got a ton of new people coming in. Subscribe to the channel. That'll be your best bet, okay? Subscribe to good channels. That will be your best bet. I mean, there's a lot of good people out there. I can't name everybody, but I mean, Crypto Zombie, that's somebody who really knows what he's talking about when it comes to the fundamentals. Elio, I already gave some other TA people today. Tom Crown, he's another one. These are all good YouTubers, and there's plenty of them out there. I mean, I'm Lark, Ivan, all these guys, they're good. And I know there's somebody who's real close to me I'm forgetting. I don't know who it is, and I'm sorry. I love you. But these people have been in the space for a long time. They're not popping up overnight, because you're going to have a lot of people now jumping into this thing, okay? Jumping in right now and being like, okay, guys, I know everything about Bitcoin. I know everything about crypto. And I'm not trying to discourage you from watching new people. I want you to understand that, okay? I'm not trying to discourage you from watching new people, because I was new at one time. And so I look, if you're a person that wants to get in this and you want to start making YouTube videos, and you want to be educated, or you already are educated, you want to make content, I am all for you. I have a lot of people on this channel that have smaller followings than me, because at one time there were people with bigger followings than me that led me on their channel. So I'm always for that, okay? But what I'm saying is, it's hard to tell who the people that know and the people that don't know are, okay? If you're just kind of going through YouTube. And it's so important that you're watching the right people, because, guys, all of this stuff that I just told you, okay, if we go back to 2017, how do you know the difference? How do you know the difference between what occurred? let's see. Let me get my little drawing thing out here. My drawing thing. I don't call it a brush. I call it a drawing thing. You guys love that. Okay. How do you know the difference between like this move here, okay, and this move here? These are two dramatically different moves, okay? Because this move right here, that's the worst arrow anyone's ever drawn, okay? This arrow, I need one of those drawers. TJ, we need to get one of these drawers. I know you're listening. We need to get, I want one of those. I need that for this. I think that's going to be really good. This move right here was the last dip for you to catch the parabolic, the parabolic movement right here. Okay, that was the last dip. This right here, let me switch to red here, okay? This move was the bear market. This was the end. So you had a lot of people thinking they could get in here at the bottom and ride it all the way back up to the top, but that just wasn't the case, you know? And so really trying to figure out when is the top of the market is the hardest thing to do because we're just guessing really, but we have some tools to help us guess. And that's why, you know, I talk about this date a lot, the golden bull run ratio. I said ration. What an idiot. Okay. So this is the chart right here from Trading Shot that we base a lot of this after. And this chart is really phenomenal. Let me make myself smaller. Okay. Let me make myself smaller. It's hard for me to do because I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. I'm a real big boy. Y'all know that. Okay. So when you look right here at this is the golden bull ratio, okay? This is how I'm able to get an exact date for when the top of the Bitcoin market is going to be. Now, is it going to be that exact date? That's not important. Give or take a week, maybe even 2 weeks on either side, okay? But every Bitcoin bull cycle has been symmetrical. What do these measure? These measure the bottom of the bear market to the date of the Bitcoin halving where the production is cut in half, and then to the top of the market. And these two moves are symmetrical. 51, 49%. And when you work that out, because we know when the third halving was, like this actually, you know what impresses me about this is when Trading Shot made this back on February 22nd, he didn't know the exact date of the third halving, and he got it exactly, May 11th. So this is based on that May 11th date. So the 49% of this cycle, okay, so we already knew what the bottom of the market was to the halving. We apply the 51, 49% rule, and then we end up over here 504 days, which equals September 28th. So we're expecting the Bitcoin bull run to end around that date. If it follows the last, we'll have altcoins running for about another month after that or so, maybe up to about Halloween, which would be cool, or my birthday on October 27th. Okay, I'll be 39 years old, and 2021 is going to be a good year. I already know it. It already is a good year. And, you know, so that's why that's how we kind of can judge where this market is going and where this market is. Because when you look back here, it's hard to know the difference. Is it just a dip? Now, I want you to remember this. People kept saying, okay, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. That was the last dip right there. That's it. That was the bottom of the market right there. So when you buy this dip, you're doing pretty good. But like when you buy this dip, if you end up over here, you lost money. So the only thing we have to go off of with Bitcoin at this point are the previous cycles. And as you guys can see, there's only 3 cycles. So we don't have a ton to go with. But in my opinion, I think we're going to keep seeing this similar cycle until Bitcoin hits $1 million to $10 million. I would say 1 million is a good place for it to kind of level off. That would mean 1 Satoshi would be worth about a penny. So that's kind of what I see. But it is really challenging because you are going to have to kind of determine like what is your get out point. You know, when are you going to say like, okay, this is enough for me? And guys, I can't stress this enough to you. Okay. It's better for you to take profits and be happy with what you got than to lose it all. Because people who got in here, they rode it up to here, and then they lost it all the way down to here. Now, ultimately, we know where this is. This is higher. I mean, if you come here and look at the Bitcoin chart on CoinMarketCap, you will see Let me make myself a little bigger again because I like being real big. I like being real big, boys. I'm a big boy, okay? So basically, the long and short of it is, gosh, I mean, guys, remember when this didn't look like this? But this is the all-time Bitcoin chart back to when they started tracking the price around 2013. And, look where we're at. I mean, this is already a parabolic move, and we're already starting to, to dwarf this, okay? And this is one thing I really want you guys to understand. This is why you have to have kind of two visions for crypto. You have to have your short-term and your long-term. So in your short-term, you want to make as much money as possible in the short-term. Long-term, Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Cardano, maybe Chainlink. Those are the only ones you really want to be looking at long-term, like years in the future. These other ones have to prove it. I just went to Missouri for a Falcons game a couple weeks ago, Kansas City. That's a show-me state, right? Hey, projects, show me. Show me you can make it on long-term. Show me. I said that I thought CRO was a long-term pick. And then what happened? Well, what actually happened is that CRO changed, or Crypto.com changed a lot of stuff internally, and it plummeted the price down, 60% or whatever. So I love Crypto.com. They're a partner with me on this channel, and I talk about Crypto.com. I use the card. I love it. I'm a big fan of CRO. I think it's going to bounce back big, okay? But they still got to show me. Are you going to be here 5 years from now? Like, even they have to show me. Like, show me. Prove it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, I'm sure they'll be here. ADA, pretty sure it's going to be here. Chainlink, almost positive it's going to be here. But really, Ethereum and Bitcoin are the only two I can say for 100% sure that are definitely going to be here 5 years from now, okay? So when you're buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, unless you're just counting on gains to change your life in the short term, even people that bought at this number, okay? And I don't know what chart this is. I assume this is the weekly chart. Yeah, it's a weekly chart. And I'm pointing at the screen with a pink comb, and you can't see it, okay? But look at that. Price, $18,959. Even if you had bought then, even if you had bought at the very top of the market, and you had the balls of steel, and you held the entire bear market, you have now almost doubled your money. Think about that. Now, that's hard to do. I'm not on that tip. I ain't going to be holding the whole time. I'm going to be selling and buying back in and selling and buying back in. And then when it gets to the top, I'm going to short it. Like, I'm going to do all the things to make sure that I'm putting myself in the best financial position that I can be in. Okay? That's my thing. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you guys, and you're going to follow along, and we're going to make a bunch of money, and we're all going to be, famous, and some of you nerds are going to get girlfriends, and it's going to be really cool. Some of you guys are going to get second wives. I'm going to stick to the first one. She's good. I like her. But some of you guys are going to get second wives, like some of y'all are going to change your lives to the point where you're doing things you never thought you'd be doing, which is really cool. But if you hold all the way down through here, you got to be willing to go through the pain. Now, will it fall as far as it's fallen in the past? Probably not. I mean, I don't think it's going to, because we do have all of these people that are coming into Bitcoin that aren't selling. PayPal ain't selling. MicroStrategy ain't selling. They're doing an IPO to buy more Bitcoin, okay? So what am I doing with I did want to talk about Bitcoin dominance here. Let me talk about what I'm doing first. So here is now I almost took along here. Like, I almost took along with like 12 ETH. Let's see, would I made money on it? Yeah, I would have made like a little bit of money. It was at like 959 when I almost took it. I got like 11 ETH in this account, which used to not be that much money, but now it's like almost 12 grand. So we're going to put some more. We're going to be doing live trades for you guys too, probably starting tomorrow on our new daily live stream. First video of the day is going to be live stream. We're going to have 2 videos for you every single day, live stream and a regular video. And then, a lot of days we'll have 3 videos like we did today. I mean, you guys, there's so much demand for this content right now. And I understand we want to give it to you in a lot of different formats. Okay. But what am I doing right now? Do I feel comfortable going long on Ethereum right now? I don't feel comfortable going long right now. I almost did it, but I was like, you know what? I even put it at 3x. It was like such a little baby trade. You put it at 3x, and then it's like, it's got to go up pretty good for you to make 25%. Here's what I like to do. I like to wait until I got a really, really, really good setup and then go with big leverage with a stop loss. A couple weeks ago, I traded without a stop loss. I was like 20K. Y'all saw that. And you know what? And I told you I was comfortable with it because I tried to catch along. And I made it all back, by the way. I made all of that back when I caught the next one at 615, and it went up to 750. So I made it all back. I mean, that's the thing about leverage trading. Like, you can lose a lot, make a lot. You got to factor all of that into your win rate and things like that. It's just like sports gambling. You're not going to win. Even the best guys, like, they win like 55% of the time or 53% of the time. But that's enough for them to make, like, do really well. You're not going to win everyone. You just got to be, you got to do risk management. And so I knew that if I caught that trade at the bottom, it was going to go up really high. And so I got liquidated. I wanted the wiggle room, and it went right to my liquidation points, what it always does, when it happens. And I basically caught it. Once I had some confirmations on the chart, I got back in at 6:15. It feels so weird saying 6:15 because that was just like last week, and like look how high it is now. But I caught it. I put some heavy leverage on it, and we did really good with it, and made some good money. On this account, we created this account just now so I can show you guys some live trades and stuff like that. We're going to have about a Bitcoin in here when we actually start trading heavy with it, but I made some trades the last few days. I threw a 100x on there just for fun, and it didn't really work out. So I got stopped out on that one. The important thing is to do the risk management, be using your stop losses. So I would never recommend any other human other than myself. I sound like a crack addict. I would never recommend any human do anything without a stop loss. You need to know where your stops are and, put those in. So, like, this is a 100x right here. This is a 100x long. The only trade on here that I lost, I just thought I was trying to catch a bottom of a wick. I lost like 0.017, so like about almost 2% of a Bitcoin. So I think it was about $500 that we lost or something like that. It wasn't very much. It wasn't a ton. But then look, we came back in, we piled on, we won 0.06, then we won 0.01, which between those two made up our difference. And then boom, we did this one, caught a wick down yesterday. Basically yesterday I caught the wick on, let me pull it up. Yesterday I caught, and TJ was like, I don't know, what makes you think that's going to happen? I was like, TJ, this wick is just so long. Like, this is the time to jump in. I caught the bottom of, what is this chart? This is the 30-minute chart. Yeah, I caught this right here. I caught this wick right at the very bottom of it, I believe. No, it's Bitcoin. It wasn't Ethereum. That's what it was. That's why it looks so confusing. It was a Bitcoin trade. This wick right here. I caught it right here at 30,700, and then I sold it, I don't know, like 3150, something like that. I had some pretty good leverage on it, so we made some good money on that trade. But we're going to be showing you guys a lot of our trades, and so you guys are going to be able to follow along, especially if you guys that are interested in leverage trading. I'll say this to you guys a lot. It is not for the weak-hearted. It is not for people who... Your best opportunity to make money if you're new to this is just buy cryptocurrency. But if you are a trader and interested, we're going to be doing more of this too. So... but yeah, so that's right now. What am I doing? I'm doing nothing. Why? Why am I doing nothing? I got nothing from Market Cypher, guys. I mean, I don't go off of, let me pop Market Cypher back up. Let me get Market Cypher A back up. There we go. So I tend to not really, like, look, guys, it's still saying, Market Cypher is saying right now, even as high as we are, it's still a continuation. These little dots right here are a continuation of bull action. So on Bitcoin, they are still seeing more bullish action. And I'll be honest with you, some people are saying 50K. And that's why I keep telling you guys, like, best strategy, buy now, have money to buy later. Buy now, have money to buy later. Don't put all your money in at one point unless it's at the bottom of the dip. So I'm waiting for green dots down here. I love the green dots. This is the weekly chart, so you're not going to get really green dots on that weekly chart. Even the daily chart, it's been a while since we had one. Yeah, I'm not missing it, am I? They do still make green dots, don't they? 4-hour chart. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong one. Hold on. Let me go to now I know why they're not popping up, because I'm on Bitstamp. I want to be on Bitstamp because Bitstamp has more history than Bybit. I guess. I don't know why they're not showing up. I got to figure out what's going on with my Market Cypher. I'll have to ask CryptoFace. Basically, long and short of it is I wait for when we get a green dot at the bottom that means that the price is about to moon. And you guys have seen, we've looked at this a pretty good bit. I just had some of that. Oh, I know what I did. I accidentally deleted them. I deleted the green dots. I'm not going to fool with that right now. I'm not going to mess with fixing that. I know what I did. Basically, I had some green dots circled, and I clicked on the circles with the paintbrush to delete it. I guess I deleted everything. But basically, like, I'm waiting for something really to give with Market Cipher that's going to tell me strongly this is the direction that it's moving. So I might have Crypto Face on the channel this week to kind of talk about Market Cipher and show you guys exactly how to use it. But right now, I'm not really seeing anything personally that makes me think that we are about to go way up. I mean, almost the opposite, that we will have a big drop here soon. So, and that goes for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, you got Coral the Moon talking about $5,000 in a few weeks or something like that. It was probably clickbait. I didn't watch his video. I just saw the title. But a lot of people are saying that, the numbers could be really, really high that we could be looking at in the short term. So that's why you got to have skin in the game, but you need to have money on the sidelines to do the best thing once we get a dip. Because, guys, it will not go up forever. I can't say that any more plainly to you guys. And so I'm not in any trades right now. I'm not in any Ethereum trades. I'm in no, Bitcoin trades. I'm waiting to see the market cool off a little bit. Guys, I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of Ethereum, like we're making money. We're doing good on that. Like, that's what's really cool is when you stack yourself up a nice portfolio of crypto. I mean, you guys saw my portfolio video earlier today, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when we're talking about what coins I've got. So kind of how it looks with how much money is coming in from these massive movements from all these different, from ADA, Link, VeChain, Synthetics. All these are top pumpers today. Ethereum, Bitcoin, they're just absolutely killing it. So I'm making money. So, like, that's really helping me to feel good about, kind of, not necessarily having to force trades. Because if you really want to get into trading and especially on margin, you have to be patient. Like, because I think a lot of people, and I really feel like if you watched my video yesterday about Bybit, I know a lot of you guys want a tutorial. We're going to do a tutorial this week on it. But you got to understand, like, it's not an automatic cash machine. It's not automatic money. The automatic money that we know of is just sit in Bitcoin and just sit in it, or sit in Ethereum and just sit in it. Like, you're going to make money doing that. But when you start getting into leverage trading and really, like, getting to the point where you're risking, have a separate portfolio. Do not mix your trading portfolio with your HODL portfolio. Don't mix those. And you can still make swing trades out of your HODL portfolio, and by that, if you don't know what I mean just mean a portfolio you just let sit there. Like, I've got an amount of Ethereum, I got it locked away. We don't mess with it. Like, that's just how it is. Unless TJ, steals it all from me, like, it's going to still be sitting there in a while. We're going to get TJ more camera time here pretty soon. If you guys wanted to watch our 2020 wrap-up video, he was on that a pretty good bit. But, I'm waiting for the markets to cool off to get some good entry points. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. But this is not easy money by any stretch of the imagination. And so the number one way that people lose money is that they overtrade. Overtrading is terrible because you're getting hit with fees every time you trade too. So when you're overtrading, you're just exposing yourself too much. You got to wait for the right setup, for the right movement, and then you hit it. Boom, you hit it, And when you do that, you're going to be able to make good money. And so right now, I don't feel good about any of these setups. I mean, really, what is this? This is the 30-minute chart. Like, let's look at the Ethereum chart real quick. God, I cannot believe I deleted those on accident. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to remove it and add it back, and then it'll fix everything that I did on accident. But we're going to go to the 30-minute chart here. Okay. 30-minute chart for Ethereum. Well, that's interesting. 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Do you guys see something weird there with that? I'm going to delete this. Am I crazy? Do these charts look totally different to you? 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. That's kind of weird. Anyways, the point here is that, we could, right now we're kind of in a point where we could be in a downtrend, we could be in an uptrend. We're kind of just waiting for some things to show us exactly which direction the market is going to be moving. And then when we know which way the market is going to be moving, then at that point we can start like really hammering some longs. Because, I mean, guys, the trend is your friend. You want a long. But when you have Ethereum blowing up as much as it has today, guys, use some common sense here. Do not FOMO in at the tops of these pumps. So even after it's had a little bit of a reset here, I mean, we haven't really had anything that's been an absolutely huge dump or anything like that. We did have this little, I forget what they call this wick, but you know, it's even on both sides. You got the wick on the top, wick on the bottom. You got the little bitty, you know, fat part of the candle, and you know, you don't have any indicator to show you where things are going when you have movement like that. Basically, when you have, let me show you guys this. When you have a move like this one right here, and forgive me, it's just escaping me. There's an exact name of this. Somebody's probably dropping it in the comments. But right here, when you have something like this that's like got a big wick to the bottom, big wick to the top, that's a good indicator that the market doesn't know which direction it wants to go. You know, like the market, it still wants to go up, but it also wanted to go down. And so when you have, obviously, like when you look at a candle like this, okay, a green one like this, like you know which way the market wants to go. It wants to go up. But then when you get the one that's just kind of in the middle, those are decision points. And so it broke down, but you can see it's still holding support pretty good around $960. So like with Ethereum, we don't know exactly where it's going to go. But we do know ultimately that it's not even close to where it's going to be. Like it's not even close to where the price of Ethereum is going to be. And how do we know that? Bitcoin dominance is still going up. Okay. Like think about this. Bitcoin dominance right now is tracking at 69%. Okay. It was at 72% yesterday, so it has dropped about 3%, or is really closer to 2. But when you see the dominance drop, the Bitcoin dominance drop, you can't even really tell because it was 65, 69 a week ago, and it's 69 again. But if we were to change this to looking at it by the day, just yesterday, because we looked at it, it was at 72%. This Bitcoin dominance is so important to showing you guys what is about to happen with altcoins. Because I know a lot of you guys are interested in Bitcoin, but a lot of you guys are interested in Ethereum and interested in altcoins and things like that. That's why you watch my channel, because we talk about a lot of it and things like that. But right now, like Ethereum got a massive pump and Bitcoin dominance barely fell. When you look at the biggest, so if you look down here at this chart and you see purple is Ethereum, and I wish it would, I hate when it does that. Let me see if I can show you guys this without it being crazy. Thank you. Okay. Because I hate when I'm trying to show you guys something, it's like every second it's popping something up on the screen. Okay. All right, so if you guys can see my cursor in the middle of the screen, I know it's not great. I need to figure out a way to highlight that, which is not difficult. It would probably take me 3 seconds to do, but not live on air. When you look at Ethereum, when you see these spikes, okay, when you see these spikes on Ethereum, like look at that. Even though it looks small now, okay, that was a big movement. You can draw a line straight up, okay? You draw a line straight up, and you will see a drop in dominance. When Ethereum goes up, dominance goes down. Right here, same thing. Look at this little spike right. It's like teeth. They're like teeth. Okay? You could carve this out right here. You can make a circle right here and carve this out, and you could flip it upside down, and it would fit right here. Look at the biggest Ethereum moves. Okay? When Ethereum moved up to, you know, the Ethereum, and this is Ethereum dominance. Okay? When Ethereum dominance really spikes up, you'll see the inverse in Bitcoin. That's because Ethereum's such a big competitor to Bitcoin. Nothing else is a competitor to Bitcoin other than Ethereum in terms of the market value, okay? And when you go back and look at these dates when this was happening, what do you think was happening here? Think the price of Ethereum was going down? No, price of Ethereum was going up. I mean, if we go and we look at the actual chart and we go back to, this thing. Okay, when we go back to the Ethereum chart, let's go back to the weekly. here. Weekly chart. 1 week. It always throws me off because I'm looking for a W and it's a 1 week. Okay. So, I really move further over to the side. Okay. Can move you. Okay, there we go. All right. I just want to show you guys this. I want to show you guys a correlation here in the prices. Okay. Okay. That one's not going to get it done because Bybit doesn't go that far that back. Let's go to the regular Ethereum chart on Coinbase. It will go back that far. So look in July 2017. Look at that move. I mean, look at that, guys. It moved from, in January, price was at $7, and it went all the way up to $3.75. I mean, I'm not a math whiz, but I believe that's a 50x about, okay? Is that right? Because a 100x would be 7. Yeah. God. My mama didn't raise no fool. Mama didn't raise no fool. Guys, July. You think this is coincidence? Look here, and then look at the Ethereum dominance, okay? So basically the long and the short of it, when this spikes up, when Ethereum spikes up, Bitcoin dominance spikes down. It's very easy to understand why this is. People start making profits in Bitcoin. They get scared, and they want to know where to put it. That's why Bitcoin stair steps and Ethereum goes parabolic quickly. I mean, you can see that all through the Ethereum chart when you look here. I mean, look at these moves. There's not a lot of sideways action back in the during the bull run last time. It's a lot of spikes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 price spikes. Then it was on the way down. Then one more in 2018. It spiked back up a little bit. But, you know, Ethereum is going to be much more volatile with the moves because it's people pulling money out of Bitcoin. And there seems to be just kind of price points where people are just pulling it out, putting it in Ethereum, and calling it a day. And then when we start to get when we start to get the altcoins moving like they were today, if we go back and look, I mean, guys, look at some of these moves. I mean, monumental moves. When you start looking at these moves, you'll see that this is starting to feel like a mini altcoin season. It's starting to feel like a mini altcoin season. And altcoin season is so dependent upon this Bitcoin dominance. If the Bitcoin dominance keeps moving up, we're not going to have giant altcoin runs. What we need is the Bitcoin dominance to go up, we need Ethereum to go up, and we need them to be stable for a period of time. So, like, if these prices don't move a lot the next 2 days, we're going to see altcoins flurry. We're going to see them pump like crazy. We're already seeing a lot. VeChain. Guys, I feel like you can't make this stuff up. I mean, let's look at biggest pumpers of the day. Do you think about, if you saw that portfolio video I did earlier, VeChain, 24%. Ethereum, 24%. Cardano, 22%. Chainlink, 15%. Where's Synthetics? Synthetics dropped. Synthetics was up here too. Synthetics had a huge pump earlier. I guess it's kind of returned a little bit. Where is it? Why do I not see it? Did I just miss it? Or did it return? Synthetics was up here too. I mean, if you guys know, that's one I'm really big on. I guess not. What is it up now? I can't find it. I can't find it, guys. I can't find it. Let's see. SNX. Can't even find it. Let's go to DeFi. Synthetics. Yeah. Why was it not there, I wonder? Anyways, Synthetics up 21%. Also my portfolio. Showed you guys all about these today, okay? And that portfolio video, why I'm so bullish on these and why I believe that these are going to be definitely some of the best coins to have your money in. This is not the time yet to where we should be looking for, easy outs. We should not be looking for highly speculative coins. I mean, you guys know Ferrum, YFDI. These are projects I really believe in. There's some others I really believe in that are smaller caps. But right now, I'm telling you that the cream has risen to the top. Once it's a 4-part process. This, and I want you guys to understand this, okay? This is why I don't need the screen anymore. I'm just going to talk to my people here, okay? We got some stuff. Look at our new Bitcoin thing back there, okay? There it is. The Satoshi Nakamoto. This is why you need to have the bulk of your portfolio in the top coins right now. It is a two-part process to get Ethereum to pump. Bitcoin pumps, people take profits, they invest in Ethereum, and then it pumps. It's a three-part process to get like the top 20 coins to pump, okay? 10 to 20 coins. Bitcoin pumps, people take out profits, they invest in Ethereum. Ethereum pumps, they take out profits, and then after Ethereum, people are very divided on what the best coins are, so the money starts flowing into all these lower coins, okay? Then, when the market is under ideal, perfect conditions, it is a four-part process to get to where small caps are pumping in unison, okay? Follow along with me. I know you guys know. Bitcoin pumps. People take out profits. They put in Ethereum. That's part two. Ethereum pumps. They take out profits. They disperse it among top 20 coins. When those start pumping, like we've seen today, then people take those profits out, and then it's a free-for-all. Then it's basically any coin is fair game for them to put money into. And that is when the altcoins really start to run and really start pumping. The smaller altcoins. Like if you want to go, back over here to cryptocurrencies, and you want to look at, some really low cappers. Okay, we can go down here and we can go to. Let's go to page 5. Like here we are. Now we're in the 400s. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Zero chain. That's one I'm bullish on right now. I did not know that was here at number 400, by the way. Did not know that. Oh, you can't even see it. I made myself too big. Now I'm too big. I'm too big for my own good here. Okay. Oh, wow. Showed you guys too much screen. There. So up here, number 403, that's zero chain. That's one I'm bullish on. That's one that we're going to be talking about on the channel. Not sponsored anyway, but it's what I'm very interested in. But you start going through these and you start, seeing like, and this is a perfect example. Look how hit or miss you get when you get top 400, okay? Let's go back to the top. Let's go back to the top 100. And let's hit 24-hour. And let's go down and let's see. Not a lot dropped. Sia Coin dropped. Theta Fuel, OKB, Nexo. But look, even these are still up dramatically over the last few days, okay? But when you go back over here and you start looking down here and you go to biggest winners of the week for the 400 to 500 range, and you see there's a lot more red, because it's hit or miss on whether these are going to pump or not. It's just hit or miss. You just kind of got to get lucky, or they've got to get, promoted or awareness driven to them to get them to pump. I mean, some of these are down for the week. How are you a cryptocurrency down for the week right now when everything's so bullish? It's because that flow is not going down low enough to get to where these coins are getting those pumps on a continuous basis. This will happen. These rankings between number 100 and 800 will change drastically, over the next several months. But right now, I mean, there's Ferrum. What's Ferrum doing? Did I see Ferrum? Is Ferrum in this range? I think it is. I thought I saw the logo. There it is. Ferrum Network up 4%, up 23% for the week. Nope, wrong one. Up 5.71%. It's break even for the week after a big pump. That's pretty good. Had a big pump a couple weeks ago, as you guys know. So, anyways, the long and the short of it here is, this is why, okay? Let me go back to my zoomed in here, okay? This is why it's so important to keep your portfolio at the top. It's a 4-part process. This is not going to happen often. That is rarely going to happen, okay? It is going to happen. And then when it does happen, it feels like it can't end. And the prices are going to go sky high. It's going to be nuts. But it's not going to happen throughout this entire bull run. Like, you're not going to be able to take $10 and flip it into $1 million. Like, that's just not going to happen probably. It could if you pick the right low capper, but you also could win $346 million on the Powerball. Like you could. Your chances are probably better picking an altcoin with few $100 and making a lot of money than winning with the lottery. But that's about the same kind of chances, because you've got to know, you've got to be educated, and you have to be realistic about your expectation, because we are hitting a tipping point where it will be too late for people to jump in and make money. And you want to make sure you're on the former end of that tipping point, because when that tipping point happens, people are still going to be investing big time. People are still going to be throwing money in, and then it's just all going to dump, and we're all going to short them to the ground, and we'll all make a bunch of money, and we'll all be sad for them, and maybe we'll, send them some sympathy cards and stuff. But guys, this game's ruthless. Cryptocurrency is a ruthless game. Investing is a ruthless game. Make sure you are on the right side. All right, guys, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. I know we had a ton of people watching tonight. This is the biggest one we've ever had. Obviously, things are going crazy. They're only going to get bigger from here. There's a lot of excitement. Most people still don't even know what's happening in cryptocurrency, so we know these numbers are going to go up. And I just want to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me, especially you guys that were here from the bear market. And you guys that are new, I love you too. So that's all we got. We'll be back with a live stream tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. That's going to be our new Monday through Friday thing. That's all I got. Be blessed.